Victory Road is the proving ground for trainers who are supposedly the best of the best, the trainers that have acquired all 8 gym badges in their respective region. In Sinnoh, that title, Best of the Best, should ring especially true, given that Sinnoh's gym leaders are among the most difficult in franchise history. Now, Sinnoh's Victory Road has 14 trainers in it, but that really begs the question, are they all legit? Like, which of those trainers could actually get all 8 badges? Well, in this video, I'm going to play through all of Pokemon Platinum with all 14 of these trainer teams to prove which of them are legit and which of them should probably quit. Join me now, gamers, on this wonderful ride as Sinnoh's gym leaders ruin my life. Here we go. And a crit! Water gun! Come on! It missed! Oh my god! I go yes! Okay, so why is Sinnoh so difficult? Well, to understand that, I'm going to show you Sinnoh's gym leader teams, and maybe you'll understand. First of all, we've got our first gym leader, Rourke. Now, in Kanto, Johto, and Hoenn, the first gym leader in all the videos in this series has never really posed much of a threat. You know, Brock, Volkner, Roxanne, they've all been pretty easy and basically cannon fodder for almost any team. This is where that stops. Rourke's Geodude and Onix aren't really a huge problem, but they do serve to weaken you just enough to prepare you for the main course of his team, Cranidos. Cranidos has a base attack stat of 125, making it a complete monster this early in the game. It's not overly fast, nor is it very tanky, but if Cranidos connects Headbutt, or if, God forbid, you're weak to Pursuit, you are cooked. The story is pretty similar for Gardenia, Fantina, and Maylene. Their teams have some members who aren't terribly strong, but can stick around just long enough to weaken you just enough for their main course to show up. Roserade, Mismagius, and Lucario are all killers. They're strong, they're bulky, and their move pool is really solid for how early on in the game this is. These first 4 gym leaders are all run killers in their own right. And they're not even a small taste of the horrors that are still to come, because the back half of Sinnoh's gym leaders are arguably even more difficult. Crasher Wake comes in at gym slot number 5, and it's just, I really don't want to say too much, because you should just watch the video and you will see what happens on this fight in basically any run that gets there. All 3 members of Wake's team provide, shall we say, their own unique little challenges. Byron is the only gym leader I'm not that worried about in the grand scheme of things, but even he is going to cause some problems sometimes. His team is actually pretty threatening, but the good news is that it has a lot of weaknesses we can usually utilize. Finally, we have Candice and Volkner. I project few teams will actually make it this far, but if they do, they have such a fun time waiting for them. Candice's team is my own personal hell. The linchpin of this team is that Abomasnow's ability Snow Warning sets up the hail, and then Frostlass's ability Snow Cloak gives her an evasiveness boost in said hail. Oh, and prior to Generation 6, Snow Warning sets up permanent hail. So that's always fun to play around. Oh, and did I mention that Frostlass also has Double Team? This is to say nothing of the fact that everything on her team is powerful, not just Frostlass and Abomasnow, and that the Sneasel opener is a complete run ender unless you can get it off screen quickly. And if you make it past those 7 gyms, you get the fun final treat of Volkner. If you don't have a way to get Volkner's team members off screen quickly, you're cooked. That's it. In Diamond and Pearl, Volkner's team is okay, but they really cranked him up to 11 in Platinum. His team is now chock full of bulky, fast, strong electric types. And to make sure it was truly well-rounded, Game Freak gave all of his team really solid coverage. So even if you show up with a Pokemon you're pretty sure will fare well against a team of electric types, guess again, Electivire's Fire Punch is waiting specifically for you. So that's what we're up against. And to say that Sinnoh's Victory Road trainers are gonna have a hard time against these gym leaders is frankly underselling it. When I first took a look at the team list for Sinnoh's Victory Road, my first thought was, wow, none of these people know how to build a Pokemon team. If their goal is to beat the Elite Four, they're not preparing very well. I don't want to go over Sinnoh's Elite Four breakdown just yet, because I think that's putting the cart before the horse, but just like in prior videos, if any of our trainers are able to successfully get all 8 gym badges, I'll take them through to the Elite Four at the end of the video to see how they would fare if they theoretically left Victory Road and went for the big win. Now, of course, technically, there are more than 14 trainers in Sinnoh's Victory Road. In the post-game, after you beat the Elite Four, there are more trainers in a different section of Victory Road, but I don't really want to worry about them because that's opening up a whole other can of worms, and I'm really just concerned about the trainers who have claimed to beat all 8 gym badges, and that's it. I'm not concerned with whether post-game trainers canonically have beaten the Elite Four, but then why is Cynthia champion? Am I the champion? Are you the champion? Who's the champion? Now, to keep things challenging, I'm going to be using a level cap system in this video, which basically means that I can never level my Pokemon team above the level of the ace Pokemon on the upcoming gym leader. Additionally, we're not just looking to beat these gym leaders, we're looking to get what I call check plus. I earn a check plus when I beat a gym leader without using any heals. If I use a couple of heals, that's check. If I use a ton of heals, that's check minus. And if I can't get past the gym leader at all, that's a fail. The gold standard we're looking for here is for a team to get 8 out of 8 check pluses. That means definitively no questions asked, they belong in Victory Road. All right, but who really has a chance here? Well, we've done a couple of these videos by now, so I actually have a good spread of data of who succeeded and who failed region by region, so we can actually do some decent projections with our past data on who should succeed in Sinnoh. Minor spoilers for the other Victory Road videos if you haven't seen them yet. I'm not gonna say which trainers made it specifically, but I am about to say how many by region. In Kanto, 3 trainers made it to Victory Road and 2 sorta did. In Hoenn, the story is weirdly exactly the same. 3 for sure, 2 kind of. Johto is a different story since the rival was the only trainer there, so we won't include that data. Now, with only 29 data points in our data set, it's definitely difficult to make an absolutely accurate prediction. As with anything in science and math, more data means more precision and more certainty. But based on the information we do have, and based on the fact that Sinnoh has 14 trainers, which is pretty close to the middle of 12 and 17, I'd say that it's likely that Sinnoh should fall somewhere between these 2 regions in success percentage. We'll call this our generous estimate. For our more realistic estimate, I'm gonna shave 1 trainer off the top of both numbers. This realistic estimate isn't based on anything but just kind of anecdotal vibes. I've seen all of the team sheets and I just don't think that we're gonna have that many winners. But at the end of the day, there's really only one way to find out which estimate is correct. Gamers, strap in, it's time for run number 1. As we move into our first trainer, an important thing to note in all of these videos is that I faithfully and methodically recreate these teams exactly as they are. That means IVs, EVs, natures, movesets, everything. I want these teams to be exactly as they are in-game to make this an accurate test. Now, this actually introduces some issues, like if a trainer has bad IV or EV spreads, I have to deal with that. Additionally, if a Pokemon on my team is trying to learn a move via level up as I proceed through the gym leaders, and that move is on its final moveset, I have to teach it no matter what, even if I know in my heart that the moveset I'm working with is far better. In principle, this team should actually be pretty good. Aside from the fact that these probably aren't the exact movesets I would use, and the fact that I definitely evolve that second Haunter if I were Bryce, Gardevoir and Gengar are still Gardevoir and Gengar. They're powerful enough that we should be able to clear a lot of these gyms, provided we're able to get far enough to get the levels where we'd be able to evolve these guys. To that point, I usually evolve trade evolutions like Haunter into Gengar in these videos around the time whenever the ace Pokemon on my team evolves via level up, so around when we get Gardevoir is probably when we'll get Gengar. That said, again, I can't evolve that second Haunter since I'm creating an exact copy of this team. Additionally, Fantina's ghost team could probably, wind up being a huge issue here. But if we get past her, maybe Bryce has a chance. Hey you!
Not again!
You seem stressed. Good news! Today's sponsor, Infinity Nikki, will be the perfect game to help you chill out.
I'm at the grocery store. How am I supposed to play a game?
Well, Infinity Nikki is a free-to-play, super cozy open-world game available on PS5, PC, and mobile, so you can enjoy the game's puzzles, platforming, and in-depth character customization on the go. The die system allows you to take Nikki's already expansive wardrobe to the next level, creating a character unique to you.
Okay.
Plus, based on the fact that your grocery basket is full of just avocados and white bread, I know you can't afford a home, but there's more good news, because Infinity Nikki's home system allows you to create an incredible home for Nikki, complete with in-depth 360-degree building tools and shareable blueprints.
That was really unnecessarily hurtful.
Did I mention the new Golden Season update yet? Because it's bringing even more excitement to the table, with new quests and a storyline filled with intrigue featuring Nikki stepping into the role of detective for the first time. Updates to the home system, more diverse and creative gameplay experiences in the open world, and the new 5-star Resonance outfit Rainfall and Blossoms, which allows Nikki to use flowers to float and soar through the air.
I feel like you don't even listen to me. Like, this is such a one-sided relationship.
Yep. Here we go, our first trainer of Sinnoh's Victory Road, Psychic Bryce up against Rourke here. I'm thinking Ralts is a solid opener, because obviously we want our Ghastlies in the back. We've got Stealth Rocks out, not incredibly good, not incredibly bad. That high roll is beautiful. We're gonna pop out our first Ghastly. We're hoping to get a curse off on Cranidos here. Beautiful. Pursuit is obviously unfortunate. The crit doesn't help, but I think we were down anyway. Let's Confusion. Headbutt's gonna do a lot. Guys, it's not looking good. It's not looking good here at the start. Does that one-shot me? Oh boy. And we're on to attempt number 2 with Bryce. Hit this time, good. They're waking up so fast. And Ralts is outsped, so this doesn't even do it. Okay, it is possible. So a little better than a coin flip. Okay. Nice crit. That'll be a potion next turn. Come on, Ghastly. Absolutely huge take. Are you kidding me? Massive. Yeah, Onyx's attack stat, not so good. And we got the Hypnosis, nice. Nice crit. Who even needs Ralts? Who even needs him? Who needs him? That is a check plus on Rourke. A beautiful first badge for our first trainer, and we are on to the next. Okay. This'll get the super potion out of the way. Sunny Day for Solar Beam, most likely, or Chlorophyll or something. That's not gonna do much. Blech! Half? I beg your pardon? Okay. Ah, yes. Okay. 2 out of 3. Okay, that does outspeed me. Hit yourself? Tough. Of course you snapped out. The damage is all right. Not tremendous, but it's okay. Let's get back to that point and open Curse instead of Confuse Ray. Go for Sucker Punch. That might be enough. Oh, there's a berry. That's unfortunate. If we... Well, we live Magical Leaf, though. So it should be fine, right? I think we're fine. Even without crit, curse takes there. Nice. Okay, it's a check plus on Gardenia, and we are on to... What's her name? I mean, I think Shadow Punch just does a lot here, right? Not enough. Future Sight is acceptable. Smagius already coming out. I mean, it sees a kill with Shadow Ball for sure, right? Like, without a doubt. Do we outspeed? Probably not. It has to be Sucker Punch. There's just no alternative. Nice crit! Psybeam? Does it not have Shadow Ball? I lived on one! Not the Future Sight! Okay, well, now that we know that's a range... I mean, you probably live this if I don't crit. That's so frustrating. Oh, man. This was our chance and we blew it. We blew it. I'm gonna Calm Mind. Surely I live Shadow Ball and Calm Mind +1, right? Ha ha ha. Probably Confuse Ray is right. Most of the time, Confuse Ray turns out to be beneficial for us. And then we Sucker Punch this one, so we at least get some damage. Good. There's the berry. We Sucker Punch again. Huge. Is that heal range? Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, we're through the big threat. It's not over yet, though. I mean, we just Sucker Punch here twice, I think. Faster person goes with Sucker Punch, and the other does not. Somehow, we have check plus Fantina with this team. I'm not entirely sure how that happened, but now we're on to Maylene. We're going to hopefully set up on Metatite a bit. Unfortunate move. I just have to go, I think. Probably outspeeds me? No, okay. We're +2, so we're basically just using Psychic now. Classic. Good damage. The miss! Gardevoir sweep, easy every time. Calculated, and it's a check plus, and we're on to Crasher Wake. Good. Oh, I mean, come on. Just stellar work. Stellar work from our boy Haunter. That's probably a heal. Oh, we have the curse. Come on. Beautiful. Quagsire next? Floatzel. Okay. I think we just have to Psychic. Yeah. Okay, so I should have sent out Gengar. Interesting. No berry. That would have been very, very good. Do I live that? So Crasher Wake is going to turn out to be one of the biggest roadblocks for almost any trainer that makes it here. I mean, his whole team is just like so unbelievably threatening and tanky and powerful. And the issue here was that I needed to get Gyarados in kill range from Gengar's Shadow Ball, which means I needed to hit itself in confusion and deal some decent damage with Haunter before Haunter goes down, because then I need Gengar to do some damage to Floatzel so that I can one-hit KO it with Psychic from Gardevoir. I'm going to drop you in a better attempt. Okay, so we need a high roll on Sucker Punch and a high roll on Psychic, basically. Ooh, that crit is gonna do it. I lived! What? I almost don't even want a Sucker Punch because a berry could be really bad. I think we just sack on purpose because I don't want to risk putting it into berry range or heal range with a crit on accident, because we really don't want to soil this. Okay. I have to run the calc on this. According to the calc, this should one-shot. Yes, dude. Yes! It's a check plus on Wake. That was really hard. That was really, really hard. We're on to Byron. Me. 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 I was pretty hopeful after getting through Fantina and Crasher Wake that I could really do anything in this run, but this was a real problem. Byron's entire team is just so tanky, and the type matchup is really bad for Bryce's team. Obviously, the Steel type resists basically everything that I have to throw at it, and even with Calm Mind on Gardevoir, I can't live long enough on Magneton to get set up, and there's no way it's going to be any better against Bastiodon or Steelix, who are even more powerful. Because Magneton is using special moves, so Calm Mind does at least give me some defense against it while I'm setting up, but Bastiodon and Steelix are fully physical, so it's just not going to happen there, and Magneton does take Gardevoir out before I can set Calm Mind up to a point where I can actually sweep the whole team reliably, which means you're going to be relying on some luck-based strategy, and I gave this a lot of attempts without healing, like 20 plus minutes of attempts, and I couldn't find any reliable lines that didn't just rely on, okay, I need a couple of crits and some misses, which to me just kind of sucks. And I ultimately, after like 20 plus minutes, again, I just wound up using some heals to get through this thing with check and not check plus, and even then it wasn't free. Three. We might actually live. This is incredibly foolhardy, but calculated. Classic. Classic. It's 2 heals. No, we would swap around for Curse, but that would require me to have like all 3 Pokemon still alive, basically. Which is not going to happen. You live that? Okay, Iron Defense, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. I will happily walk away with a check on Byron. I'm personally fine with that. I think you can maybe check plus this, but it's going to require, like, such an overcooked luck-dependent line that, to me, it's not even worth it. Like, I've already been on this fight for probably 20-plus minutes and have made very little progress. We made it to Steelix once, but I think to actually get through Steelix, you're going to have to be able to swap on Earthquake so that you get levitated on Gengar and Haunter, but that's going to require you to have more than one Mon alive, which is so unlikely. I'm going to move on. I mean, we have to set up. Okay, I was going to say, if that's not a crit, we are cooked. If that's not a crit, we are cooked. Still doesn't bode well. Yikes. Okay, Gardevoir can't do a damn thing. Okay. Not looking good. Yeah. And this, my friends, is where Bryce's run dies. Kind of fitting, given the word ice is literally in his name. Yeah. Yep. All it took was one little sneasel. All it took was one little sneasel. That's it. That's all it took. Bastiodon, we solved it. Miss Magius, somehow we solved it. Check plus. Sneasel, it can't be done. It can't be done. Wow, I'm genuinely shocked. I did not see this being the point this run would die, but yeah, there's no way through that. That is a fail on Candice, and we're on to our next trainer. That is disappointing. I'm going to level with you. I'm disappointed by that. I really thought when we got past Fantina that we might have a chance to go all the way. And we got past Crasher Wake, I felt the same. Tough. Very tough. Now look, in a second here, a flashy animation is going to play and Birdkeeper Hannah's team is going to come on screen. And you're going to say, oh, ADEF, no, this team does not stand a chance. Just skip it. But dear viewer, I bring great tidings. I am here to herald exceptional news. There is light at the end of the tunnel for this team. Because before Togetic, well, dear viewer, there is Togepi. And what's on Togepi's initial moveset? Well, the greatest move in the history of Pokemon, that's what. The move that is all moves. The move that, if you're patient, and really lucky, you'll just win fights. Or, of course, you know, the move could cause you to blow yourself up. But surely that won't happen. Right? In some circumstances, that's a pretty good move to get. Stab Hyper Beam is not bad. Stab Hyper Beam could be worse. Smog. Block. Clamp, that's a water move. Not a very good one. Drain Punch, hey, we're gonna get 1 health back. That's huge. I do get outsped here. Yeah, okay, all right. I see the light. I see the light. Not the crit. Okay, it's now -6 attack. Let's heal here. And then we can let Metronome do its thing and get Surf first try. Return, if we had high friendship, that'd be pretty good. That'd be pretty good, but we don't. Blizzard would have actually been solid, but we missed. Magnet Rise. So crucial. Water gun, come on. I mean, what are we doing here? What are we doing here? Hang on. Come on. Flash cannon, not bad. Not bad. That's a pretty good one for us. Attract, also decent. We are running out of metronome PP. We are running, well, we absolutely go down to 1 headbutt now. Luster Purge, an interesting one. Special defense drop, we just need a water gun. Rock Smash. Grudge is not helpful. Toxic Spikes. And that is the last of our PP. Ice Punch would have been solid, but I missed. Oh, I have Hustle. That would explain why my physical moves are missing so much. Togepi has Hustle. Ring Out, not helpful, but decent. The first Rock Throw miss. Mega Drain, could have come sooner. Could have come sooner. Could have come sooner. This bit is wearing out its welcome as I hit horrible rolls. Rock Throw, yeah, good. Yep. Psybeam, that'll do it. Just kidding, it's on 1 HP. Any attacking move. Eruption, sure. Poisoned, we're gonna Growl. Pray we live that. We do. Okay, the Growl gives us a little bit of a chance. The Growl gives us a little bit of a chance. In fact, we're already on check minus. Let's just go all the way. Let's just do it right. We're already check minus. Let's just do it. Okay, well, he crit. All right. We have to charm. We have to charm. Nice flinch. Okay, it's -5. I mean, we have to finish this with metronome. We need to finish this with metronome. Power Gem. And you guys didn't believe in me. And you guys didn't believe in me. Does that count? I mean, it's certainly a check minus. It's certainly a check minus. I suppose, given that we're already check minus, it's more fun to just continue using metronome as much as possible. And if we clear fights, great. And if not, that's okay. I'm gonna do you a favor and speed up through a lot of this because these first 2 Pokemon are pretty bulky and Togetic isn't very good, and the vast majority of the moves I got weren't good against them. So I'm just gonna speed it up so you don't have to sit through the really annoying slog. But check this out. There's a chance! There's a chance! Oh my god. Wait. 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 Hang on. No crit? I think that might be check. I honestly think that might just be check. By this point, the meme had properly run its course, and it also shouldn't come as much of a shock that this fight is really bad for us. Like, in theory, it's bad for Fantina too, right? Because it's normal versus ghost types. But if I don't get incredibly lucky with Metronome, this fight is really a slog, because we don't really have any other moves for her of any value, whereas she does have moves to hit us with. So it's going to require an immense amount of luck either way, especially considering Miss Magius is such an issue, and we really only have Metronome. So after a check minus and a check on the prior 2 fights, I was happy to just let this run go and move on. At first glance, Mariah's team is really cool. Blissey, Glalie, Magnezone, these are some fun Pokemon. There's just one massive, immense, impossible to overlook problem. All 3 of these Pokemon start off as really weak pre-evolution pokes. And those babies don't become their evolved selves until real late. Like, Snorunt doesn't evolve into Glalie until level 42, for God's sake. I really don't have a lot of hope for the early game here. It's just gonna be the Sonic Boom show for a while. I don't foresee any other path. I mean, come on. Not worried about Lear? Wow. Oh, the flinch. Okay, I'm worried now. Hang on. Okay, I just need to hit one move. Surely the rest of my team can hit one move. Right? All right, let's get back to this point. Okay, we're just gonna put Snorunt out immediately and just Powder Snow right away. Dude, oh my God. That is comical. Double Leer, not great. Live that. No flinch. Okay, we're fine. It is a check plus on Rourke, and we're on to Gardenia. You would think that with Snorunt and Magnemite on our team, Gardenia actually shouldn't be that bad, but having 0 evolved Pokemon for this fight makes the Cherrim into Roserade true combo basically insurmountable. Not to mention, Fantina absolutely obliterates this team, so we're just gonna move on. But surely the next run will be better, right? Okay, so things aren't going great, but this next trainer, I can't even be optimistic about it. Just pull up the team sheet. Miles is here to continue our losing streak and take one for the team. At least we know Rourke is going to be a check plus. And then low kick on the other 2. Almost a one-shot. In fact, with the potion, we're safe on Cranidos. And then it's just low kick down on Onyx. Screech I don't love. But your attack is so low that won't kill me. Yeah. I mean, look, a check plus on Rourke is better than a lot of teams are gonna do. So even though this thing is about to lose, that's pretty good. I love Machop's entrance animation of just like, I'm gonna die! Let's revenge. Okay, went for reflect. I mean, that's pretty bad. think I just don't think we win that one, especially because Roserade outspeeds and Magical Leaf does even more than Cherrim. So I think, guys, going out on a limb here, it's a fail. That would be absolutely, unequivocally, no questions asked, a fail for Black Belt Miles. And you know what? That's okay. It is what it is. Okay, so things are starting to look a little dire. We're 5 trainers in and we haven't even really had a chance yet. Is Sinnoh's entire victory road just complete garbage? Well, let's hope the old saying is true and that with age comes wisdom, because up next, we've got veteran Clayton. Okay, I know this looks bad. Only 2 Pokemon, basically no type diversity. I'm grasping at straws, I hear you. But Licky Licky is actually a really solid Pokemon if we can get past the Lickitung stage of this run. And trust me when I tell you, Staraptor is a menace. Intimidate is inarguably top 5 best abilities all time franchise-wide. And the attack and speed stats on Staraptor coupled with Brave Bird or Close Combat makes Staraptor a Pokemon you do not want to go up against. Clayton, please, bring us even just one modicum of hope. Yeah, so if you've seen any of the videos in this series, you'll know that there have been plenty of fights that pushed me to the edge and made me really regret this whole thing, but this one is right up there with the best of them. I have no moves for any of Rourke's Pokemon. He has moves for me till the end of my days. Oh, and also, in case you thought that luck might be on my side, check out this clip. Nice crit. Yeah, not great, but this is the successful attempt that you're watching now, and you'll notice it's still sped up. That's because the one successful attempt was 5 minutes long, and I don't want to subject you to all of that. If you want to subject yourself to the full unedited run, there is a link in the description of this video with a playlist of all of the unedited runs, but that's on you, dog. One of the worst fights we have ever had to do. Check minus. We're hoping this is maybe not horrible. Potentially. Leech Seed will put it out of heal range. It's a tough look. We could really use a para here. That's not what I meant. That's not what I meant. Nice. That is huge. That is really huge. That should actually just do it then, right? Surely wing attack is enough from here. Wow, okay. After a true dearth of success, we finally have another check plus on Gardenia. And we're on to Fantina. Nice crit. That's not what we want. And I am just always going to hit my sub.
Yeah, baby, let's go.
No way. Woke up turn 1 and hit through confusion. Who is this guy?
Stop it.
Okay. Get own tempoed? Wait, is it just gonna keep trying to confuse me? Surely not. Once it sees the ability in Gen 4 AI, I think it learns. I'm pretty sure Gen 4 Smart AI, once it sees that it can't use a move on you, then it won't do it again. Huge. Incredibly cool sound effect. Bum bum. We just need to get it low enough so that when Lickitung goes down, one wing attack will do it, which shouldn't be too far off. Like, honestly, one more lick and we're probably in wing attack range if I had to guess. Like, surely, right? Beautiful. Easy peasy, baby. That is a check plus on Fantina, and we are on to Maylene. Staravia should be pretty good into Lucario, right? Nice miss. Okay. Intimidate. Worst case scenario, we have the ace in the hole. Crit. That's a potion. It's not a potion. Why'd that hit me? Why didn't it go for something? Wait, then we just quick attack. Okay. Well, sure. That's check plus, dude. We move on to Crasher Wake. I think part of what makes Crasher Wake so difficult is that his team is so well-rounded. Gyarados opens with Intimidate at the front and is also strong. Floatzel is super powerful and fast, but a little flimsy, kind of a glass cannon. And then Quagsire is really tanky in the back and still has solid options. So there's just like not an easy way for teams of 1, 2, or even sometimes 3 Pokemon to have a line here. Now, with 2 Pokemon, being Licky Licky and Staraptor, both physical attackers, I have to mitigate Intimidate from Gyarados somehow, and then I have to get past Floatzel without losing my Pokemon, and then still have options left for Quagsire. This line was so difficult to find. I spent almost 20 minutes on this fight trying to figure something out, and ultimately my Twitch chat and I together came up with a solution that I am really proud of. Check it out. Apologies for the lingering speed up here. This is speed up I was doing while I was playing because it took so many attempts to get past Gyarados every single time. But basically, I need Staraptor to go out and give Intimidate to Gyarados and eat Intimidate. Then I send in Licky Licky while Staraptor's still alive, set up some defense, and then take care of Gyarados with Licky Licky still alive, such that it can weaken Quagsire later so that close combat can take with Staraptor. I need Staraptor at full health for Floatzel here so that I can eat 2 full brines so that I can weaken it so close combat will take. Then we move on to Quagsire. Like, that miss would obviously be good, but I think just the Stomp flinch is what we have to go for. Because it's slightly more likely, and both give us a win, basically. Tough. I mean, we live that. No flinch, and I don't think close combat takes from there. Dude, the miss. Okay, now we endeavor. Now we endeavor on the heel turn. We got the rock to miss. Now we endeavor on the heel turn. And then close combat again. Oh my god, dude. Okay, it's a check plus on Crasher Wake. That was so difficult. That was a good line. Chat really helped me cook that line up, so thank you, Twitch chat. We've got Earthquake on our Licky Licky, which is a beautiful thing. Veteran Clayton actually has movesets. He actually thinks critically about what he's going to do, which is great. I mean, just a huge win. Did you really have to live that on one, bud? Is that really necessary? Surely this does a lot. Okay, well, we crit. All right. And that is a check plus on Byron, and we are on to Candice. Focus Blast. Cool. Have you considered rollout today? That's 3 times in a row. That move is what, 70% accurate? You're gonna hit that move every time, huh? Sure, dude. That's what, 5 in a row? That's 5 in a row without missing? 6 in a row. That's 6 Focus Blasts. 7 Focus Blasts in a row. 8 Focus Blasts in a row. 8 Focus Blasts in a row have hit me from Obama. Oh, that's 9? Jesus. Let's just try the rollout strat again. That's the hyper, which is kind of nice. Please miss Focus Blast. Please miss Focus Blast. It missed! Oh my god. The 10th Focus Blast missed. Holy good lord, dude. And Frostlass is out. Please hit rollout. Oh, that's going to do a lot. That's going to do a lot to our boy. I lived and hit! Yes! Licky Licky, my goat, dude! Licky Licky, my goat! Is he just about to sweep this thing? Oh, rollout ended. 07, King. You are a legend. Unless close combat is somehow a range, we should be fine. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. Check plus on Candice, and we are on to Volkner. I've got kind of a love-hate relationship with Clayton's run here, largely because the Crasher Wake and Rourke fights were just not something I would wish on my worst enemy. I'm still proud of the Crasher Wake line that myself and Twitch chat found. I'm especially proud of it because we sort of found it together, which was really fun. But ultimately, this Volkner fight was just too much. After the check minus on Rourke, I wasn't super upset about losing the run here, but since we started going the distance, I kind of wanted it to happen, and we had Earthquake on Licky Licky, but it just wasn't enough. Okay, so Clayton's run was kind of devastating. Sorry, that's on me. Didn't mean to give you false hope. It was also really a slog. But we made it farther than we have before. That's a new personal best. Making it to Volkner is great. Sinnoh hasn't really made it that far yet. But up next, we have an actually interesting team, and I really mean it this time. Welcome to the Glass Cannon team. Ignore the fact that these final movesets are a little wild, because the movesets along the way will actually be solid. And the type diversity on display here should give us some line options through some of the harder fights. The only problem is the glass cannon of it all. Rampardos is a crazy powerful Pokemon, but it goes down to almost any move, and it's not exactly fast enough to capitalize on its strengths. That means fights like Crash or Wake are gonna be an uphill battle, but if I can find some solid sauce, I think this team has a real chance. But there's no denying that this run is gonna be really, really difficult. Lines are gonna be tough to find, and they're gonna take time. This run is promising, but very hard.
Rourke's Cranidos is jolly, so we're cooked. That first freeze was really clutch. Ugh! Okay. I feel like we just powder snow, probably. Nice crit, my goat. Okay, I need you to not flinch this, please, Swinub. Oh, opening Leer, interesting. Okay, that's actually really good for us. That's really tremendous for us. Don't flinch. That's worse! Almost! That's worse! Dude, come on, bro. We should win the speed tie now, though. The Leer miss? Okay, we're so back. We are so back. Okay, we're now... It's still faster than me, somehow. Yes! Yes! Yes, dude! Oh, it's not speed, it's accuracy. Right, it's Mud Slap. That's why Leer missed. Oh, but it's a Trek Plus on Rourke. I confused Mud Slap and Mud Shot, but that's okay, baby. We are through. Wow, that was a huge roadblock for this team, I think, so I'm really pleased. Okay, Reflect is fine. Dude, the crits! Swine up my goat! That is super effective, I just realized, because Ice doesn't resist Grass, because Game Freak hates us. I don't think Magical Leaf kills me in one, but it might. Yeah, okay. That's tough. That's a tough look. We're gonna need Mothim to pull some heavy weight here. That is... Okay, Reflect was up. That's right. Okay. Huge. Leech Seed doesn't proc. That's huge. This Bug Bite will steal the Citrus. Beautiful. Then the Leech Seed procs. That's fine. It'd be cool if Bug Bite put the berry on you, but I know why it doesn't. Come on, bro. Come on, dog. It's a check plus. Easy as they come, these crits. Nice. That miss is so massive. Pray we live that. We needed that. That's gonna do a lot. Okay, so it doesn't see a kill in one, which is good. Oh. Yeah, we could Bug Bite to steal the berry. That's not bad. Now that you've seen one unsuccessful attempt and just how easily Fantina's team demolishes my entire squad, I think you can understand why I'm speeding up me trying to find the solution here, and this is also sort of a foreshadowing moment for all of Omar's run, because every damn fight is gonna be like this. So, buckle up. Want Swinub to eat the future site? I mean, if I just hit through confusion every time, it's fine. A huge. Less huge. Now watch me hit myself. Yep, classic. Classic, bro. Okay, I snapped out. Reminder, there's still a third Pokemon in the back. Okay. No shot. Oh, the wake up. Yes, dude. All right. That required stupid luck, but all told, I think I spent less than 20 minutes on this. So I'm gonna call it a check plus. Let's keep moving. The trainers have had no success so far, so I'm trying to take a run with promise as far as I can, check plus. It's probably not going to shock you that the real problem here on Maylene's team is the Lucario. Now, Meleen doesn't use any healing items, which is definitely nice. That sets me up for some interesting lines that I can cook with moves like Endeavor, and that does wind up being the solution here. We need to get Rampardos at full health into Lucario, and then when Lucario uses Force Palm, we live it if it doesn't crit, and then we can use Endeavor and set up for a nice kill with Hidden Power with Mothim. That's the other linchpin of this solution, is that based on Omar's IV structure, Mothim's Hidden Power is fighting type, meaning we have a super effective move on Lucario because Psybeam won't do it, and Lucario one-shots Mothim. Now, for this all to happen, I need a flinch or a crit on Meditite at the beginning to let Rampardos have full health. This one is a hold thing. This line, all the lines in this run, good lord. First still, so the speed control is actually quite bad. Yes. Yes. Now, the setup is simple. The setup is so simple. All you do is eat the Force Palm, Endeavor, sack Rampardos. Don't get the attack increase. Okay, good. And then Hidden Power, right? Yes. Come on, bro. Wow. Yeah, not the easiest line to cook in the world, but it's a check plus and we're on to Wake. Guys, Crasher Wake is back, and guess what? He still hates me and he wishes I were dead. The tough part about this is obviously that he just has super effective moves on all of my good Pokemon on this team. So the big thing that we need here is to use Endeavor wisely. That is going to be the way we get through this fight and many fights. Endeavor is just a really nice way to cheese some smart AI because they see a kill, you Endeavor, and then you get them into heal range, and then, you know, it sort of relies on you getting a low enough roll that you live a move and then you can use Endeavor. But if it ever works out, it's really nice, especially if you have a priority move like Mamoswine does in the back. Because that gets rid of one heal. Have yet to get the boost. We've had at least 10 attempts, I think. The miss? Wait, I Omega low rolled also? I got like the low roll to end all low rolls, dude. The crit! Oh, we're so bad. Okay, well now hang on. I'm running the calc. If you think I'm not running the calc, you're crazy. Ice Shard is a 21% on a low roll. That's probably enough, right? Mud Bomb is 26%. Mud Bomb definitely kills. The problem is Mud Bomb is inaccurate. What's Ice Shard? I'm putting my faith in Mamoswine. Let's absolutely go, dude. Look, I know what haters will say. Haters will say there's been too much luck required to get this trainer this far. But you know what, haters? Sinnoh Victory Road is real bad, so we're taking all the W's we can get around here. Literally none of the gyms have been easy. They've all been horribly hard. I'm hoping maybe, just maybe, this is one we can win without trying that hard. Maybe. Beautiful. It's beautiful. A check plus, that was fine. It was fine. And on to Candice. The really disgusting part about this fight is that not only does Frostlass have double team, which is so cool, and it loves to use, and I love it so much. Evasiveness is such a cool mechanic, you guys. I love it. I'm its biggest fan. But also, Abomasnow has Snow Warning, and then Frostlass has Snow Cloak, which raises its evasiveness in the hail. So if Abomasnow comes out first, that's a huge problem, even if Frostlass doesn't use Double Team, and then if it does, it's an even bigger problem. So you basically, by definition, have to cook up a line where you can force Frostlass to swap out first, take care of it, and then do Abomasnow later. And boy, oh boy, did figuring that out and also figuring out a win condition really suck. Why are you like this? There's always one, dude. Get the f off the screen. Oh, Piloswine came out? Oh. Whoops. I should have been reading. I thought Abomasnow was coming. Now I feel a fool. Dude! I thought it too. I was like, man, that 5% miss would really suck. Please hit this. You outspeed me since when? Since when, dude? Well, we're cooked. Flinch. Hold. Please high roll. Yes! Oh my god. We truly do not deserve really almost any of these wins. Byron was fine. All right, on to Volkner. Yeah. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to replace Blizzard with Earthquake, and we're going to take the check. Even then, we might still lose. Oh my god, it missed. Okay. Ooh, Focus Blast also missed. Huge. Thick Fat would have been nice. But we get Oblivious instead. Ooh, it is a one-shot even on Electivire. Why would you ever teach over Earthquake? Why would you ever teach over Earthquake?
I lived on one!
Holy moly. Mamoswine, my goat, I'll treat you so much better than Ace Trainer Omar ever did. I promise, baby. I got you. Ancient Power, probably. It's our only 100% accurate attacking move. All right. It is definitely not a check plus because I taught a move it shouldn't have right now. It's a check. No heals, one different move. It's a check. And honestly, given that Ace Trainer Omar got the luckiest battles on every single battle as a requirement to even get this far, I think a check to finish it is more than reasonable. And I think we say Omar can make it to Victory Road with an asterisk. If he's willing to try these battles a bazillion times, yes, sir. He is a Victory Road contender. We're 6 trainers in, and finally some success. Now, of course, we only had 7 check pluses and 1 check, so I guess according to my rules, he didn't 1000% confirm make it to Victory Road, but I'm happy to give it to him because it was just 1 badge, and it wasn't check minus, it was check. And also, I really want to take this team through to the Elite Four for a couple of reasons. First of all, I think if we fix up the movesets, we can actually make this into a truly demonic team. But second of all, there just aren't that many good teams, and we need to take the wins where we can get them. But that being said, I don't want to spoil anything, but I will tell you, there is light at the end of this tunnel. There is one team in particular in Sinnoh's Victory Road that I'm looking forward to. It's way deeper in Victory Road. We haven't gotten there yet. But if we can just get a couple more teams there, then he should be able to clean things up and round this out, and we can meet our predictions. I'm not going to say who it is, but there is one goated team in this Victory Road. We just need to get a couple more teams there, and then we should have a freebie. I have mixed feelings about this team. Torterra is a starter Pokemon, so definitely good, great stats, solid move pool, and interesting typing, but Clefable is Clefable. I think Clefairy and Clefable's move pools will allow for some unique lines early on, but I don't have a lot of hope for the late game gyms here. Candice is particularly a problem for this, because obviously, all of her moves are 4x against Torterra, but there's really only one way to find out how this team will do. Let's run it. Definitely not the strongest starter line in Sinnoh, but it's fun. It's cute. Torterra is cool. I'm a fan. I'm a Turtwig enjoyer. Look at that back sprite. He's adorable. No flinch, and we are in there. It is a check plus on Rourke. We're on to Gardenia. What did we do last time? +4, so we should do +5 this time, right? Yeah, this is where we stopped last time, so let's go one further. Assuming it doesn't reflect again. Nice miss. Wait, that miss is absolutely huge. You shouldn't have clicked that. You should have done some damage instead. All right. Check plus, and we're on to Fantina. Such a good sound. Nice. Yes, dude, that is so huge. Stop it. No. No. Gonna need you to wake up, buddy. Nope, not the confusion also. No. No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. Okay. That should be fine. Okay. Okay. That is a check plus on Fantina, and we're on to Maylene. I mean, we know what the game plan is. It's Curse Earthquake. All day. Hopefully, I'm not too low now. Oh, I could Leech Seed Curse Earthquake. That's interesting. Do we live an attack from you? Surely, right? Yeah. Okay, we're fine. Low kick would do a lot, but we're +2. All right, nice. Check plus on Meleen, and we're on to Crasher Wake. Nice. No flinch, please. Okay, do we live Ice Fang at +2? Probably not. But maybe. We do. Nice. Nice. Razor Leaf makes sense, but I feel like I should just Earthquake. And we're probably outsped and dead to Brine anyway, right? Yawn. A curious choice. Huge. Super sick line. That was fun. Sing, Gravity, Curse, Earthquake, Sweep. It's a check plus on Wake, and we're on to Byron. Let's just see what happens if we just Earthquake. Special defense, that's fine. That's totally fine. I mean, do we just try to get a sing off? And I'm not talking about the early 2010s a cappella singing competition show with Ben Folds. And that one guy from Boys to Men. Okay? Okay? Great reference. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Beautiful. Excellent. The Clefairy Sing play has been doing great support work this run. Absolutely massive. Check plus and we're on to Candice, who's probably going to wall this team. Guess what? I was 100% correct. Torterra has great damage output, obviously, as we've seen in this run, but the problem is, again, obviously, that he's 4x weak to everything on this team. That is really difficult to overcome. If there were like if this team were just a little deeper, like maybe just one more average Pokemon, I think some nonsense could get us through this fight. But with Clefable as the only support on this team, it's really difficult to get the value in the setup that we need in order for Torterra to actually sweep successfully, or for Clefable to get much value. I made some progress on this fight, but I am telling you now, it's not happening. Al and Kay are our first double battle team, and internally the game just treats them as one Pokemon team, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna treat it as just one team. And in theory, this team should actually perform really similarly to our Licky Licky Staraptor team from earlier. The issue, though, is that Aipom doesn't have any of the natural bulk that Lickitung had that allowed us to traverse the early gyms. So getting to Ambipom is gonna be real rough. Roll the tape. Given the lack of bulk on Aipom, I need to get even luckier here than I did on the Lickitung run, which is really saying something since that run already had a truly awful time on Rourke and depended so much on good rolls and positive outcomes. I gave this run a fair shot, but I'm here to tell you, we're gonna give Rourke a W here and walk away because this run sucked so bad. I have decently high hopes for this team relative to the others, but there is one big glaring problem. IV spreads are largely dictated by trainer class, and the Psychic trainer class is just real bad. 0 IVs across the board. So we're slower than opponent Duskulls, we're less bulky, we're weaker, it's just a bad look. So although this team is a fun group that encompasses all 3 of the Psychic, Dark, Ghost type matchup trio, the stats, coupled with the fact that Chimecho just kinda sucks, it's not gonna go great, I think, in late game. But nonetheless, Chimecho likely to get at least some value here on the Rourke fight, as you can see. That'll be the heal. That surely I live that. Yeah, okay. Nice. That's okay. Let's go Chimecho. And we outspeed the Onix. Massive take from Chimecho. Come on. A beautiful check plus on Rourke, and we are on to Gardenia. Let's do that. Nightshade. Okay, it is 3. Why would you ever hit yourself? Huge. Okay, you absolutely outspeed me. So let's just Shadow Sneak and get some damage. Man, Duskull is cool, but my god. How are you outspeeding Absol right now? That's what I want to know. Okay. Okay. It's a 3-shot. Please don't do too much. Crit.
I go.
Check plus. Getting burned there is so frustrating. If there's somehow a world where Haunter comes out first, we can set up, but it just doesn't ever happen, yeah. Yeah, because we're burned, that's gonna do, like, basically nothing. Can I be greedy and get 2? Nice. Nice, dude. Oh, we're fine. Nice, dude. Okay. Check plus and we're on to Maylene. All right. Okay, much better. Actually, I have an idea. That is unfortunate that that doesn't take. I mean, I guess we just quick attack here, right? I mean, okay, hang on. That's pretty all right. Oh, yes! Check plus and we're on to wake. Yes! Oh, so now you click bite. Okay. We'll go on +2 this time, just to see what happens. It's not good enough for Gyarados. We'll see what happens on Floatzel. I should live an Aqua Jet or a Brine. I should live that. Citrus. Sure, yeah, I live that too. Okay, huge. And I outspeed you. I think it's Will-O-Wisp, personally. This will put it in heal as well. There's the yawn. Beautiful. I love it when a line comes together. It must be said. Check plus on Wake and we're on to Byron. We yawn with Chimecho and set up. Swords Dance. We need 6. We unequivocally need +6 here. There's just no two ways about it. There's the Wake Up, and we lose instantly to Thunderbolt. Yes, sir. +6. It's a 2-shot, which means the line is set up double team instead. Naturally. Oh yeah, baby. Ooh yeah. Hit me right away. 2 times in a row at +5 and a crit. Yep, I'm good. I'm good. I'm actually good. I actually don't want to be a part of this. I'm actually fine. Could you win this? Yes. All you need is to get incredibly lucky. Yep.
Does this team contain 2/3 of the ever-coveted Fire, Water, Grass core so commonly found on competitive VGC teams? Yeah. Do we have Rapidash, a strong, fast, solid fire type? Also yes. Is that the end of the list of good stuff? Yep.
We have Swift Swim, so Rain Dance is actually tremendously good for us for multiple reasons. It makes Water Gun into a viable move, and we have Swift Swim. I mean, they're cooked. They're cooked. Not the flinch. Okay, we're gonna need Ponyta to clutch up here. It's as easy as that. Check plus on Rorca Miranda Gardenia. Surely it's just Flame Wheel all the way down, right? Beautiful crit, Ponyta. I also will not be accepting any Ponyta slander. Wait, you know what a strat could be? We could Rain Dance to force them to Sunny Day and then switch to Ponyta. I mean, could be a play if we don't just clear here. Which it's looking like we do if we live Magical Leaf or Grass Knot. Okay, we didn't need the overcooked strat. We're fine. It's a check plus and we're moving on.
Something that seems relevant in every single Victory Road or Elite Four or trainer-specific video that I do is that team depth is almost more important than type diversity. Type diversity is incredibly important, and we have great, we have 2/3 of the Water, Fire, Grass core on this team, but we just don't have any depth. Like Finneon, Lumineon, Ponyta, Rapidash, these are all right Pokemon, and they add some good type diversity, but there just isn't enough sauce here to make it happen. Even if we just had one more Pokemon of moderate value, we would have infinitely more situations we can put ourselves into in order to try to clear fights like Fantina. But for this one, it's just not happening. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you, I'm starting to get a little depressed. Just look at this team. Fun in concept, right? But we only have 2 Pokemon, and they're both weak to Pokemon in several of the gyms. And it's for some reason Rhydon and not Rhyperior. And the fact that we're 11 trainers in and only sort of have 1 win is not really filling me with hope. But remember, we gotta keep trying hard to earn the run later on that has real promise. We need to meet these predictions. Let's do this.
You can't ignore that this is an incredibly fun back sprite, though. You can't ignore it. It cannot be ignored. You live this, maybe? Yeah. Isn't Vine Whip like base power 35 or something? At least in the earlier gens it is. Beautiful crit, Carnivine. Let's go. Check plus, and we're moving on to what might be the wall for this team. Yep. I thought maybe Turtwig might be where we could get a little value, but no. And there's Reflect. I really don't want to make you sit through this whole thing where Carnivine just does neutral damage against bulkier Pokemon, and I use Ingrain to try to survive long enough to get the check plus I oh so desperately want. No, this sucks. You do not have to sit through this. I already had to sit through it, and it sucked. And candidly, this team is going to lose later anyway, so let's just see how this one died. This thing keeps happening in this particular video where I keep thinking at the last second, man, a crit would be really bad here. And then I'm like, I shouldn't say that out loud. That would be bad. And then it happens. And it's happened every time I think about it. I need to stop accidentally manifesting these crits. It's winnable, but we lose for sure to so many of the other gym leaders that is it even worth going through the trials and tribulations of that again just to lose elsewhere? In my opinion, no. Okay, so we have 3 trainers left, and I'm just going to do us all a favor here and combine the 2 Dragon Tamer runs into one to save us some time. Andre and Clinton's teams are almost identical. The only differences are that Clinton has an extra Gibble that he doesn't evolve for some reason, and he also chooses not to evolve Swablu into Altaria. Now, since Swablu doesn't evolve until the mid-30s anyway, I'm going to start with Andre's team of 2, and any early gyms he check pluses will obviously also be an automatic check plus for Clinton, whose team is the same, plus an additional Gibble. Then, if we get to the late game, I'll separate the runs as the teams differentiate a bit, but also try not to think about the fact that Candice exists. That's my boy right there. I love Gibble, dude. Say what you want. I love Gibble, bro. He's so weird. He's so strange. What level do we get? Gabite? 30-something? I mean, the easiest check plus of all time. Okay. Good. Nice. Huge. That is a check plus on Gardenia, and we're on to Fantina. We're no strangers at this point in the video to the fact that the first couple of gym leaders, really all the gym leaders in Sinnoh, are monsters, and Fantina is no exception. This Miss Magius is so tanky and powerful when compared to the Pokemon we on average have this early on in the game with these teams. And my God, Andre and Clinton just... If we had both Gabites, Fantina would have been way easier, but I really wanted to try to do it with just the one Gabite first to prove that they both can do it in one, and I was successfully able to, but it was just so boring that I don't even want you to have to watch it. I did get the check plus on Fantina with the solo Gabite, and then Meleen was impossible, so I added the second Gabite, and then it was still impossible. Swablu just is really bad, and the 2 Gabites don't have enough value, unfortunately. So this is where we end the runs of both Andre and Clinton at the same time, which is not that surprising, given that their teams just really aren't that deep, and you don't get Garchomp or Altaria until really, really late. That's to say nothing of the fact that Candice obviously walls these teams. All right, guys, last one, final trainer. We may as well just get it over with. Wait, hang on. Final trainer? That must mean this is the one, right? When I first looked at the trainers in Sinnoh's Victory Road, there was really only one team sheet that stood out head and shoulders above the rest. Veteran Edgar. Now this is a team. Type diversity, more than 2 Pokemon, an incredibly good starter line Pokemon with great typing, a great normal type with a phenomenal ability, and a bulky grass type to boot. We can work with this. I'm not gonna say this will be free, but I'm gonna use every remaining brain cell I have after the 13 other runs to try to check plus every fight here. We need this. I need this. I really need this. Here we go with the most promising team we have. Bubble, not great, but good enough. I'm a big Piplup enjoyer. Attaboy. If this team doesn't go the distance, Adef will have his Joker moment. Yep. Those are the stakes. Twitch chat has laid it out. Those are the stakes. All right. That is a check plus on Rourke, and we're on to Gardenia. Maybe they send out Cherim now? Good God. Why is Cherim so bulky, bro? It's gonna try to slow me down with Stun Spore. Yeah. So then maybe +6 is better because I probably still outspeed. Yes, dude. Okay, the Porygon setup and sweep is the way. The Porygon setup and sweep is the way. This is a remarkably annoying team, dude. There's no heal left, so we may just win from here, potentially, depending on how things go. Good. We just have the berry to contend with. Classic. Uh-huh. Good. Wait, the speed drop. Still outspeeds me. Good. And they already used the heal on Haunter. Barring crit, we win. And if I don't hit myself. I need to not hit myself. Okay. All right. Check plus on Fantina, and we're on to Maylene. My God. Maylene doesn't have any heals. We really need this to hit. Good. Just get as much damage as we can, and then swap on the, when we lose. We're just trying to give Porygon the absolute best chance possible. That is obviously suboptimal when we get hit by Drain Punch. Really sucks. That's net negative. Okay, next, we really want this conversion to hit Psychic and not Bug. We had to teach Signal Beam. We need Psychic. It's 2/3. Classic, bro. It still resists, but that is worse. Absolutely classic, though. We really could have used Stab there. This will be good damage. Okay, nice. It wants to slow me down. That's fine. We should be good with Prinplup from here. Bubble Beam should do a good amount here, especially because we're modest. Nice. Easy peasy, baby. That is a check plus. Well, not that easy, but decent. We're on to Wake. Okay, we've got Tangrowth. We're going to Stun Spore open. Please don't flinch. Nice miss. There we go. Now we're not in danger of being flinched. We're gonna growth. I don't know, 4 times? 3, 4. I mean, we'll go to +6 if it'll let me. 5, 6. It living that is actually good because that heal means that I will now get to full health. And now I kind of want to Ancient Power on the end to maybe get an Omni boost. I think that's more important than the, like, 2 health I would get. Alright. Alright, now we just need to live Ice Fang. Please live this. Oh, right. Nice flinch. The crit live on 1. What's happening? What's happening? What is happening? Tangrowth, more like Tangoat. Hilarious joke. Everyone laughed. You can't see Twitch chat, YouTube, but they're all laughing. Yep. And that is a check plus on Wake. We're on to Byron. Yeah. Oh, we're fine. It doesn't see a kill with Thunderbolt, so it opens Metal Sound. Silly. That doesn't do anything to me. I'm Steel type. And it's a range. This might live. Yeah, I'll say. It's okay. We have stuff in the back. That's fine. I got 1 growth off. I'm not worried about that. Excellent. Check plus, and we're on to Candice. Presumably it has Earthquake or Mud Bomb for me. It lived. If you put me into Torrent range, that would be pretty cool. So it's actually bad. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't Snow Cloak double team. What were they thinking, bro? They were like, yeah, it's not strong enough. It needs to be completely unhittable. That's important to us. Technically, I also have Snow Cloak there, but Blizzard can't miss. Yeah, we do not live that. Okay, I'm not sure what the f we're gonna do here, but we'll figure it out. Wait, Hail there is really interesting because that could mitigate Snow Warning. Attack boost means we Aqua Jet. Swap to Tangrowth. Mega Drain. That Hail is actually good for us. Double Mega Drain. Okay, it does appear to like going for that. But we get that, which is nice. That was a good roll. Come on, Empoleon, I need you to hit this. Empoleon, buddy! I need you to hit this, Empoleon. Okay, the Snow Cloak is down, but she's +3. Citrus out of heal range. Huge. Okay, Metal Claw will do it if we hit. We just need to hit Metal Claw once. Okay. All right. Okay. Just Abomasnow. Just Abomasnow. Man, if it weren't for double team, this would be so much easier. But the fact that we can do this at all just because we can force it to be Pilot Wine, which uses hail, and then Abomasnow lasts so that it's not the permanent snow warning, is huge. Any Focus Blast miss, and we win. That's good, too. All right, GG. On anything but Omega low roll, I think we win. Nice, and skipped all the heals. Incredibly good line. Check plus, and we're on to Volkner. 7 for 7 so far. Oh, we're doing it. We're doing it. Thunderwave is so overpowered, dude. Watch me miss Hyper Beam after it hits Focus Blast. Okay. Crit? Not sure it mattered. That's gonna do a lot. I mean, the problem is I'm not going to get Hyper Beam off on Luxray. Eight out of 8 check pluses. The only promising team in the lineup has done it. Veteran Edgar, my goat.
Oh my god, we did it. We actually did it. That's 8 out of 8 check pluses. Yes, dude. Okay, one actual massive W. I cannot tell you how worried I was that I wasn't going to get any wins in this video, and it was just going to be super depressing and boring the whole way. But luckily, we had Edgar to close things out. Now, let's take our 2 winning teams through to the Elite Four.
At the beginning of this video, our generous estimate was 3 teams clearing with 8 out of 8 check pluses and 2 more clearing with leniency. Our realistic estimate was 2 with 8 out of 8 check pluses and 1 clearing with leniency. The actual result is only 1 trainer, Edgar, clearing with 8 out of 8 check pluses, and only 1 more trainer, Omar, clearing with 1 neutral check and 7 check pluses. This is our worst result for any region so far by a wide margin, which is not a great look.
The extra worrying thing about all this is that Sinnoh's gym leaders are hard, sure, but they're really just the appetizer. The main course is the Elite Four. Sinnoh's Elite Four is not messing around. Every team is a great representation of some of its type's strongest members, and then the Elite Four is rounded out at the end with the champion Cynthia, a fight I'm sure I don't have to explain to you. It's very infamous. Again, typically I wouldn't even take a team without 8 out of 8 check pluses through to the Elite Four, but since we only have 2, and since Omar's run was so promising, we're gonna take both Omar and Edgar through to the Elite Four and see if they can do it all. With that, let's start with Omar, and let's look at the updated team sheet that Twitch chat and I cooked up. The core principle here is to have Rampardos behave as a setup sweeper. We have Rock Polish to start out speeding stuff, Swords Dance to make this thing into a KO machine, and then Earthquake and Rock Slide for options. Ideally, Rampardos should KO almost every Pokemon in all 5 fights. The only big problems I foresee are on Bertha, since Rampardos probably won't be able to set up against those ground types. That's where Mothim and Mamoswine come in. Let's see how Omar fares. And remember, against Elite Four members, I can still check plus so long as I don't use any more heals than they have against me.
And chat was like, you don't need Sword Stance, your base attack is so high. Yep. Double teams only to go into U-turn, classic. One down, 4 to go. One down, 4 to go. Pretty good damage, actually. Hang on. Okay. Who comes out next? Send out Gliscor, you won't. I think Earthquake just... I mean, its defense is pretty high. Okay, it doesn't take. Surely I live that, though. Okay. Let's heal alongside. Just a free reset turn. I cannot tell you how dirty Mamoswine was done on this back sprite. Mamoswine is such a cool Pokemon, and it is a damn shame that they just did this. Homie can't even be seen. He can't even be witnessed. Oh, that's right, Domo, man. Looks like a thumb. Or a big toe, perhaps. Or like a monochrome basketball. I'm sorry, are you saying the Gen 3 for Alligator sprite is bad? You're absolutely on the wrong side of that issue. I'm going to tell you that. Okay, that's a tough look. We just have to Earthquake and pray. It's not enough. We do not live this. Mothim can get Giga Drain. This is true. That could be a path. No rock moves? Question mark? How hard could it be? Mega Horn. Just live this avalanche, please, I'm begging. Dude, oh my god, bro. Okay. So that roll has a huge range. I live this on a low roll. That's what I'm talking about! We don't want to put it in heal range. That is heal range. Would Ice Fang have killed there? Probably only on a high roll, right? Huge. Please do not thaw out turn 1 this time. I need you to chill, please. I need you to chill. Okay. Brother, all right, we can't keep doing this. All right. Oh my God. Okay. On to the next. Okay, I do live one of those. That's good. I mean, we might be okay now. I'm not sure. It's possible. Mach Punch, classic. There we go. That's what I was waiting for. I was waiting for it to use Flamethrower instead of Dark Pulse to give us maximum HP here. Yeah, okay, because then it doesn't see a kill. Because if we Rock Polish Swords Dance, I think we sweep the whole team save for Mach Punch. But we can deal with that by just waiting for Houndoom to choose Flamethrower instead of Dark Pulse. All right, 3 down. Required a couple heals to stall it, but still, we're through. Guys, you must forgive me. All right, we live that. We Earthquake. And then Mold Breaker lets us hit Bronzong through Levitate. Thank you, chat room, for reminding me of that. Do we outspeed you at +2? Nope. Sure don't. Is everyone just gonna hit Focus Blast all day, dude? We don't live that. Ever. Blech. He doesn't go down to this, though. This is jokes. This is bits. This is jokes. This is bits. Okay, there might be a path here. That's crazy. We lose from here for sure. Wait. Is he gonna heal again? Okay. We're on to Cynthia. With the most unlikely team. My hot take is that although the Cynthia battle music is good, this should have been the battle music. Imagine how sick it would be if this were the battle song. The battle song is really good. Don't get me wrong. But swap them and... Come on, dude. How epic would that be if it's just like piano and nothing else? It's not going to surprise you to find out that Cynthia is really difficult. I mean, this is one of the most notorious fights in all of Pokemon. Her team is super deep, super diverse, and has great power output. And Spiritomb is no exception. Spiritomb doesn't have any weaknesses, it has decent power output, and it's really bulky. So the problem here is that Rampardos is the only Pokemon on my team with a chance of getting anything done here. Rampardos has a great attack stat, but I need to set up, because I need to outspeed everything on her team, and I need to have an incredibly high attack. So I need to fully set up, which means I basically need to get the correct damage rolls from Spiritomb's attacks so that I have enough damage left over to get all the setup moves I need. And even then, this isn't guaranteed. Garchomp is a living nightmare. That thing is so fast, so bulky, and so strong. There is almost no line through Garchomp that doesn't involve needing a crit or a flinch. Let's see how it goes. No, we are not stuck on the same seed. If I have to answer that question, I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind. I'm gonna lose my goddamn mind if I have to answer that question. The amount of times I've had to answer that question in Emerald and people have no idea what they're talking about. It's a reasonable question, to be clear. It's a reasonable question. That is what I was cooking. Full restore on the low roll, Swords Dance again. This should be it? No, not technically, because I still have to not miss Rock Slide. Yeah. Garchomp lives? Not on my calc. I think we just have to go for it, unfortunately. So we're slightly better than a third, because a crit or a flinch. Crit or flinch is good, so we're slightly better than a third, but there's also the 10% miss chance, so it's around a third. Okay. There's no way, dude. All right, now we just need to not miss Rock Slide. Oh my God, bro. Ace Trainer Omar, I'm so sorry I doubted you, King, but also this run took over 3 hours. Because every fight was the most uphill battle. Every fight was so hard. There was only one easy fight in this entire thing. It was Byron. That's it. That's the only free fight in this entire run. The rest was so hard. That's probably the hardest run so far in any of these videos. You could argue that some of those moments weren't check plus or whatever, but I'm just so thrilled to have done it. And to have gotten past Cynthia also, I mean, come on, dude. That's a win in my book. That's a win in my book. On to the next trainer.
And just like that, Omar is champion across all of his battles, only one non-check plus to his name. Let's go, dude. This is so sick. I'm really, really happy with how this one turned out. Rampardos is so cool. As a certified dinosaur kid, I'm a big fan. But regardless, let's move on to Edgar. You would think that Empoleon should be our solution to the Sinnoh Elite Four, but you, my friend, would be overlooking Porygon Z. Porygon Z has this delightful little ability called Adaptability, which makes all stab or same type attack bonus moves go from 1.5x damage to double damage. This, coupled with the fact that we can teach it Nasty Plot to increase its special attack by 2 stages and agility to do the same to our speed, means we have a crazy powerful sweeper on our hands. This Porygon Z, much like Rampardos, is ideally designed to deal with the entire Pokemon League, with Empoleon and Tangrowth really just here to solve small, specific problems, largely on Flint's team of fire types. But honestly, there's also a chance they won't be necessary at all. Let's jump into our final battles for Sinnoh's Victory Road trainers.
Twitch chat and I have cooked up an absolutely diabolical moveset for all 3 of our guys. We're gonna agility to start, so we outspeed pretty much everything in the game, I think. Except for the boosted Yanmega. We're gonna Nasty Plot. We're gonna hit him with the second Nasty Plot. I just want to one-shot everything. Presuming we get past the Yanmega, we're fine. And then it's just Tri-Attack all the way down. I think. We just gotta hit this Tri-Attack. We just gotta hit this Tri-Attack. Okay, well, now we're fine. Because U-turn, does U-turn Baton Pass with it? It doesn't. So we're fine. The only wall here is Scizor, possibly. Ice Beam technically better. Okay, let's see if Tri-Attack at +4 is good enough. We have adaptability, so it should at least be a 2-shot. I have lived on 1. Could be a range. Could be a range. It is indeed a range. Beautiful. Yeah, we've got the setup sweep on Porygon Z, and we've got a lot of contingency plans in the back if we need them. Both Empoleon and Tangrowth are built as contingency plans for specific difficult situations in the Elite Four. It's also possible that we don't even need 2 agility on this particular fight. I think that is maybe somewhat likely. We might outspeed everything on this team except for Gliscor. Okay, we're just gonna go at +2. Nice. I think Rhyperior is the only thing that might live this Ice Beam. Oh wait, no, it's super effective. What am I talking about? For a second, I was like, rock resists ice. But of course it doesn't. Ice type is super duper nerfed for no reason. If I outspeed Houndoom, I mean, I might just, I don't know, outspeed everything. How much does this do? I should live that, I think. Okay. Good. Oh yeah, an Infernape would absolutely outspeed us if I weren't +2. Oh right, Mach Punch. Okay, we gotta figure out something for that. If Infernape is just gonna Mach Punch us anyway, maybe it's just Nasty Plot, because we're not gonna outspeed it regardless. Why no held items for the Elite Four? I don't know. There's something that feels weirdly disingenuous about keeping held item or putting held items on when the trainer didn't have them, but you could argue that's no different than changing the movesets up. I don't know. It's just a vibes thing. I live Flare Blitz. This is huge. That Infernape is a monster, dude. I know everybody talks about Cynthia, but that's probably one of the strongest Pokemon in the Elite Four. You might outspeed me. Yeah. Let's use one of our heals. Classic. Nice overheat miss. Adaptability goes crazy. Okay. It's up to the boys now. Hopefully we live Thunderbolt. And no Paralyze, good. I don't know that Aqua Jet is going to do it from there. But maybe. But I don't think so. And now it's all on Tangrowth, baby. No, dude, not the wake up. No. No. Tragic. All right, we didn't get paralyzed this time by bounce, which means we're fine. That's the difference maker. Okay, easy peasy. I think Alakazam and Gallade both outspeed. It should go for Light Screen next. The question is, do I need to go +6? I think to stall out the Light Screen, let's go +6 anyway. And then we live this on a range. Actually, it probably isn't a range, just no crit. No Mach Punch. That's only on Infernape. Focus Sash? No, it just actually lived on one. Holy moly! There's no way. Surely this is a range. Okay. I feel like we can deal with Bronzong with the rest of the team if need be. Like, I think, obviously we're not going to take down Bronzong in one, but I feel like we can deal with it with the rest of the team. Or we get a freeze here, and it's fine. Oh, it does go down at +4. Okay. That might be a range, or maybe not. No special defense drop, please. Thank you. Okay, +4. I think we heal it again. I mean, we could just go +6 and then heal against E-Speed. Ice Beam you. We should one-shot everything in the game at this point. Or almost everything. Okay, this will go for E-Speed priority on us. We full restore against it and hope it's not a 2-shot. It's not stab, so like I can't imagine, right? Okay. And then it goes for like Force Palm or something. Nice. Is Porygon Z about to sweep the entire Pokemon League? Maybe. We cooked up an absolutely diabolical set for this, dude. See ya, Garchomp. I mean, we only had to be like +2 for that, if that. This is the bulkiest member she has. But Tri-Attack will do it for sure. And GG's. Veteran Edgar, the one trainer that I knew had so much promise, has proved me right. The promise was real. I knew it, dude. When I saw all the team sheets for all the teams in Sinnoh's Victory Road, I was like, wow, these are really bad. Most of the teams are absolute crap. But this one team has potential. And I was right. It's the only team to get check pluses all the way across the board. None of the other teams did that. 1 out of 14, our worst record of any Victory Road so far. It's not even close. But nonetheless, it is a W for our dynamic trio. Look at our 3 lads, our 3 gamers. These are our heroes. And with that, we end on a high note. We are 2 for 2 for our boys becoming champion that made it to the Elite Four in Sinnoh. Frankly, I'm just really relieved. Obviously, we undershot our predictions, but I'm happy we got any wins at all. This challenge was super difficult, way harder than any of the prior regions. But that does mark the end of Sinnoh's Victory Road, but don't worry. Make sure to subscribe because you don't want to miss what I have next, which is Sinnoh's Elite Four. I can't wait to see how one of the most powerful Elite Fours in franchise history fares against some of the most powerful gym leaders in franchise history. It's going to be sick. And as always, thank you so much for watching, and thank you also to my top tier patrons on Patreon, who you can see on screen right now. The link is in the description if you want to support the show. It supports me directly. It's really helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.